here from Southern California. It's Andrew and Nick defying gravity through the radio waves of the internet. Welcome to Office Hours. That was maybe one of my favorites.
Top three.
Top three. I think it's top three.
Easily.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to Adobe Office Hours. I'm Andrew Hockrattle.
I'm Nick Longo.
And this is your favorite dumpster fire here on Adobe Live. We like to have fun. We like to play around. And today is going to be a lot of interactive elements. So you don't have to go do dishes. You don't have to do a podcast. You don't have to listen to us. You can watch with your eyes and take in all the knowledge that we are going to be showing you. And Nick, we have something very special, very, very special to share with our friends today. And we actually teased last week, right, that you could remember we had like apply to access something new in Photoshop.
Something big was coming.
This isn't even it. This is something else.
That's right.
I think we're the second people to bring this to you, maybe third.
First.
Down here.
First.
Adobe.ly/OH collab. And Nick, why would we be using that link specifically?
That will sign us up for the live collaboration in Photoshop.
Yes,
check this out.
Photoshop is getting live collaboration hot off the presses as of this morning. So co-editing in Photoshop. It's amazing. A lot like Express. You can see I have an Express document right here. We can see Nick already in this document working.
Hey.
Works a lot like that. You can see who's working. You can collaborate live in your document. It is so good. It is so fun. And you can see there's a lot of updates that are in Photoshop, but now you can work with other people. So
that's great, man.
Please, if you want access, go to this link and you can apply for that co-editing beta.
Yeah.
Again, the link is
fantastic. Right there.
Adobe.ly/OH collab. And chat, sorry about the notification. Nick Longo just started streaming on Behance is the notification that I just got. So if you heard a little ding.
It's good to know that it's keeping up with my streaming practices.
Working. It's working.
Behance, we love you.
Chat, we want you to go play around with that. We will be showing you next week what that looks like live here on Office Hours. So maybe we'll get another mega doc. Chat, let us know if you get access when you apply. Maybe we'll invite some of you live onto the show to collaborate with us. But Nick, let's talk about what we're doing today. And we are going to revisit this at the end. Please remind me to talk about it.
Yes.
Nick, what are we talking about today?
Well, we're going to do a little bit something called logo marks and word marks. That is going to be a kind of we're meshing a bunch here, right? We're doing brand collaboration. We're doing brand slam. We're doing something totally new. We're going to each work on something different here, but we really wanted to stress the importance between these two factors of a brand specifically.
Yep. Yeah. And wait a second, we're doing it live. Yes, we are doing it live. And what we're going to try to do here is, this is a great post, responsivelogos.co.uk, if you want to check this out. And this is kind of just showing a bunch of logos, right? And we're familiar with a lot of these logos, but maybe they would look a little different if they were smaller. So as I kind of pull this in, you'll see that it starts to adapt to different sizes, right? Kind of cool.
D. I think it goes right to the D too.
I think it does too. Yeah. So as you pull these through, there are just the word marks here. Then there are some icons, right? They really change to different pieces. Lacoste, you'll see here, goes down to just the alligator. So I will be working on this version, which is just the small kind of logo, the picture, the visual, the logo mark. And Nick is going to be taking over the other side, which is the word mark.
Yeah, this is going to be great. We have put together a fun little kind of creative brief. We're using Express for this. How much better is this collaboration when we do these things on Express right now? This is so much fun. I literally found a brand guidelines deck that is in the presentation section of Express. And I'll go through it really quickly. We'll talk a little bit about here, but you can see what it did is it built all of these great little slides, and we're going to turn this into our project for today. And our brand that we're going to be having some fun with is called Wildling. And this is a brand identity, and we're going to show how we're going to build a word mark and a logo mark. But more importantly, should we talk a little bit about what is Wildling?
Yes, let's talk a little bit about what is Wildling. Nick, would you like to present this as if we were presenting to our client?
let's.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. This slide looks so good. What a professional presentation here in Adobe Express.
This. I mean, I'm telling you, I've sung the praises 1,000 times. This works so great. I love everything about how simple they are. They tell you how many pages they give you. So when you're hovering over a gallery of templates, you could see one says 2 pages, 10 pages, whatever. And this one had 10 preset. We kind of messed them up a little bit here. But what we did here was let's talk a little bit about Wildling and its gear for the untamed. So it was born out of the adventurer who craves more than just a weekend escape. It's a lifestyle, Andrew. This ain't no weekend warrior.
Lifestyle
this is the real deal, right? Blending rugged functionality with urban sophistication, Wildling is gear for the untamed spirit, from mountain summits to city streets and for everybody in between. So that is what we're going to be going after. It's got to have a natural style, but effortless as well. So we're putting this brief together so you know what we're going to tackle when we create this. And then again, put in some mood boards. I use Firefly for a bunch of this stuff to kind of like give me some ideas of what they are. Even the people, even these little kind of like backpack pictures and stuff, which was really kind of fun to do it. So the objective for both myself and Andrew is we're going to create a logo mark and a word mark that reflect this untamed energy. If that's probably in the tagline, that should probably influence us a little bit here on the design process. Yes, I'm thinking of like what was the movie with the energy drink, Paul Rudd and you know what I'm talking about?
No.
A Minotaur, or what was it called? Come on.
No idea. I have no idea what you're talking about. All I'm thinking is
friends,
Power
and
Thirst.
They have to do community service, and they work for this energy drink company that they can't stand their job.
Chat, please help us out.
They drive this truck with this big, okay. It was like Untamed Energy, I think was their tagline.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing a logo mark, and you're going to be doing a word mark, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a little bit about it. We have some more stuff here. Target audience, always good to put together here as well. Some graphics, and then the key message. It's all about urban style meets. So I almost feel like there's almost a yin and yang here, right? There's more like part of the elements could be very sophisticated and urban, but then the other part can be this wild and untamed part. Kind of like a juxtaposition there a little bit, right?
Yep.
Love that. And then put together a little bit of some like inspiration stuff to kind of get us off on the right track. And that's our presentation there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through and then build some brand standards. So this has space for, we're going to put our logo in here. We're going to put our color palette in here as well. And then we have some room for some fun little applications if we have time to drop that in there as well.
Sweet. And Wade is saying it is Role Models is the movie.
That's the one. Thank you, Wade. And what was it, Minotaur or... Ask him.
Yes, please, Wade. Let us know.
Yeah, please let us know.
What I do think is hilarious is I think that some of these images are like the Gen AI Firefly through, because I've noticed that in most of the images, people are holding 3 oars, which is... which is just my favorite. Like there's like 2 or 3 where people are canoeing and they have like one oar in one hand and they've got like the double.
It's a new thing now.
It's a new thing. The triple oar jack.
There's like a floating hand on one of them, and they'll help you out with rowing.
Yeah. It's a new technology actually that Wildlings is pioneering. That is the product is
AI
3-oared paddles. All right, so let's hop in. Nick, I think we'll start on your screen. Where are we starting? What are we working on? How do we jump into a logo creation process?
Yeah. So first thing I'm going to do with the word mark is kind of look at the word itself. I think, I love this. This was like kind of a neat little thing here. I like this, that wild and ling. Maybe wild is the thing that gets a little bit spontaneous and a little bit wild. And the LING stays a little bit more conservative. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, we want to have a little bit of fun.
I think that works. I think that it will be fun to explore. And you always usually start with a typeface. You don't usually make it from scratch, right?
I want to do that more. And I think what I'm going to do here is I found some fonts that are, I feel like good starting points, but I also want to break them up a little bit and see if there's things that we could do to kind of customize them, right?
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. How about you?
I am going to start with, I have like an idea of what I want this to be.
Yeah.
But I need to, it's kind of crazy.
Did you get some inspiration first of like some like, because the same way we're looking at typefaces, would you look at like icons? Pinterest?
I don't think like, yeah, yes and no. I am really nervous to look at inspiration specifically for marks because I feel like I get too influenced by something. And so for this one, I want to like play around with shapes and see if I can just like, we actually talked about our processes. I like to throw everything and just iterate and edit instead of like trying to go after something. And so, which started already on the iterations. I was thinking like, okay, there could be something with like a negative space and like the W. I really like this idea of like a wave sort of like ripple W, or it could even be like if I can figure out how to make it like mountains and then do like a rising sun over the side kind of thing, that it's got this like very nature, maybe they're like hills. So I want to do something that's very naturey that incorporates maybe that W is like a big boom, or I'm going to go completely off the rails and try to figure out something that is fully pictorial, that is fully just a mark on its own, which will probably be some kind of tree, nature, rock, something.
I like the fluidity of, also like that kind of does mountains and ocean all in one, or river, by the W you have on the right there.
Yep.
You know, that starting point is really cool. And we got to consider, if this is like a sportswear, activewear company, that little emblem and that word mark, they're going to have to work independently and they're going to have to work together. Like, and you might see it on the hat and just what he's making, and you might see it on the sleeve of what I'm making. Right?
And that's really what I'm thinking is like, what is this version? Like, what is this small little tiny Lacoste thing that we could put on something? And so I want something that like scales down quite a bit. So I do think that we'll run into some conversation with the W's being different, but I'm gonna hop over for you to start working on that as I kind of work on different shapes here. Cause I do think that the shape is a lot less interesting as I explore than doing the type is way more interesting at the beginning.
I love like this one here. This one to me, this one's called Fortune Taylor. And it reminds me of the Lord, is it Lord and Taylor, right? The one that's in that's one of my favorite. Talk about the most ambitious logo. I want to go back to that really quick and show you guys this one that I'm talking about. This is a department store. And the fact that they did this signature as their logo, it's very hard to read, right? But it's so established. And I think the previous one was much more clean and kind of like easy to read. This is like, that's brave branding. Don't you agree? Like, I love that. And I loved this one too. This gathering one had this vibe of almost like a signature, you know, like a personal vibe, like someone actually did write this. I love that. I love these kinds of, we're in the best business. Don't you think?
It's fun. It's like, guys, it's really fun.
Yeah. We have the best jobs. I'm telling you. All right.
I'm trying to figure out how to get like a little more of an abstract W shape working here.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to play around with different shapes and see like how far can I go until this isn't a W? Like how far can I push the forms until it just turns into something completely different?
Yeah. That's cool. Ooh, look at this kind of beauty happening together.
And chat, if you have any suggestions, any ideas, please tell them to us, because we are going to keep having bad ideas until we have a good one. And boy, do we need your help finding the good ones.
Yeah. I love when you find something that you're like, all right, we're going to dig into this one, because I kind of like where this is going, but now let's do a little bit of customization. So first thing I'm going to do, I have the live type on top, so I'm just going to create some paths on this, because I think here, once you ungroup these and start messing around with them, you can find a little bit more of how this could actually work together. So I'm going to squeeze these in a little bit more. There we go. So we got our wild. I think the ling is maybe too small, too big. Let's see.
And chat, get ready, chat. Really mix it up. Yes, please help us. Please mix it up. So again, I love that our processes are so different. So like, there's something interesting going on here with like just the thickness and like the swoops of the lines. Mm-hmm. And so like, I don't know where I'm going here. I'm not trying to make a W. I'm not trying to make anything. I just am like playing with these shapes until something really sticks, right? We talked about this in our last episode, that a lot of times it's just exploring until something works. And that's kind of where I am, is just playing around with these shapes because I think it's interesting. I think it's a little organic. I want something that's like big and bold like this. And so I think it's going to be fun to see from the beginning just where these shapes kind of end up.
Ooh, dude, loving that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So I'm going to have to bend this a little bit with an arc just to get it a little bit more authentic. That's kind of neat. Wildling. All right. So you know what's going to happen, folks. A lot of whispering.
It's going to be a very whispery episode. I can already feel it. Because we're like, when Nick and I actually have something to work on, and especially when we have a good idea that we feel like is working well, we just go silent. It's just what happens.
Let's see. All right. So now let's tie this one here, and we're gonna shake. Let's see. Actually, we'll try one in just full. Which one do we like? This one's kind of neat. Let's see. Is it update? Why is it not showing on my screen?
For what?
I'm moving type around on my screen, but it's not showing up on the preview.
Oh, like you have type there?
Yeah, like I'm moving. See where my cursor is?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird that that's so weird.
Wait, let's go back to here. Let's see. Oh, it's not showing. I'm back on Express.
White? Is it?
No, I'm back on Express now.
What is going on? Maybe here, I'll cut back to me. Go ahead and stop your share and then restart your share.
Oh yeah, we'll do that again. Thank you so much.
Ooh, and chat, while we do this, chat, this could be a kind of like trail, right? I'm feeling like maybe there is, like we're going on a journey here and there's some kind of, oh, wait, it's turning into a W. Wait, that's the first, it's like the top curve. Okay, let's see if we can. Yeah. Okay, it's happening, chat. It's happening. All right, back to Nick. Are we good?
Yeah, let's see. And there we go.
That's so weird. Welcome to Office Hours, everybody.
Welcome.
All right, so chat, I'm trying to play with keeping things somewhat symmetrical. So I like laying out kind of a base shape and then exploring that base shape until it is like becoming something else. And so as I like this curve, I'm going to kind of replicate it and just keep playing around and see where can I match curves? Where can I adjust things? Where can I play around with, like, I want to take this and then flip it and see if that matches up at all to make a little more of a W. So I think I like to just play, which is when Nick said we have the best jobs. It's true.
I love that. Let's see. Let me get there we go. That looks cool.
And yes, someone's saying topographic lines, very much that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know that's happening.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. I want to try something. No, actually, the ling should be probably smaller. That looks cool. There we go.
Okay. Nick, this is so fun.
It is really great. I love this.
This is really what we like to do, especially to show you like actual workflows, right? I think we talk about a lot of things, and being able to show you like an actual branding workflow that we might work in is really fun for us, and hopefully really fun for you, chat.
So I'm doing a quick little robbing some of the pictures over on the deck there, and I'm bringing them into, they should be here. Let's see. Come on now. Not pasting? I love it when the computer's working.
Nick's computer is not, it's usually mine. So we're just taking turns at this point.
If anything, you know what all else fails? The old screen cap.
Uh-huh.
And then you get to Illustrator in enough time that you can just go like this. There it is.
And chat, awesome. I'm going somewhere, but I'm not crazy about it, but we're kind of just going to keep playing here and see what happens. I'm not loving it, but I'm not mad about it. I actually like this shape a lot better that's happening over here. Ooh, Nick, I like what you're doing. Okay, Nick's doing more of like a hand-lettered kind of vibe.
See, I switched on this one because I wanted something to kind of go with yours.
Okay, I'm switching direction. Wait,
Okay.
you want to go with mine? I'm gonna go back to yours.
Okay.
I want to do something that is like a tree with mountains. So something that is like here, but then also has like some additional mountain elements in it, right? We've all seen the triangle tree, but I think doing something like this with like multiple triangles, I'll blur it, auto trace it, round out the edges a little bit, and then I think it would create a really cool pattern. That's all I'm thinking about is like just a really cool Nick, there's a word for it. Tessellation.
There, of course you knew that.
Tessellation, chat.
Dig it, dude. Dig it.
Okay, so chat, again, we're back to just kind of playing around with these ideas of maybe like mountain peaks.
Let's see. What was the name of what was that tagline there? Should remember this. Gear for the Untamed. There we go.
Gear for the Untamed. That's such a crazy tagline.
Yeah. I love that. Gear for the Untamed. And I'm assuming, like, one thing I always love about this aesthetic or brands in this zone is they all relate back to, like, those journals or your maps and things that are, like, very scrapbooky.
Yes.
You know? And then that handwritten kind of notes inside of a map and things like that. So I want to find that, like, I have a script that has that note look. It's really, really good. Let's see if I can find it here. How bad are we? Like, I can never remember. I can use a font over and over again, and I'm still like, what was the name?
100%.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That's a little bit too storybook.
All right, it's not looking exactly how I want, but chat, I know what I like, the effect that I want. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to blur and I'm going to do Gaussian blur. And if you ever want that like hand done kind of look and your edges are too sharp, go to Gaussian blur, then come back here, rasterize your image. And then you're going to go and you are going to image trace. And then just click on image trace, and then we'll go in and do some custom settings. But it's going to give you this more like blobby look, which is what we want for this piece, or for this logo.
Ooh.
Right? I want something that is like a little more blobby. I'm not crazy about this tree. Let's see. We're doing like wilderness. We're doing like river. Maybe it's a river that comes down out of here. It's like a tree with a river instead of a trunk.
Okay. Like a negative space?
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
So like this goes, that goes. We've got this super unique tree shape, which I'm not mad at all about. I think the tree shape is actually really interesting. And then this becomes a river. And chat, easiest way to do a river, what are we going to do here? I'm going to go here, make a line. Then I'm going to take this line. I'm going to go to Effect. I'm going to go to Distort and Transform and do Zigzag. That's going to give us a nice little zigzag on here. We're going to do Smooth. Oh, whoa, that's way too much. No, stop it. 4 is good. And then from there, I'm going to take this and I'm going to expand it. Then I'm going to go to Effect, Warp. And then we're going to do a flag. And it's going to give us a little bit, I don't know if I want flag. Do I want rise? Let's do flag. And then I'm going to do just the horizontal. There we go. So I want it to kind of be like going like into perspective. And so we've got that perspective that I want now. And we're going to expand the appearance. And now I'm just going to cut the top and the bottom off here. Cut that. And then cut that down here. And Nick, let's take a look at what you are working on over there. Hi, chat. Chat, let us know if you have suggestions.
What's up, chat?
Because we love you so much. During this stream, we will forget that you are here. That is just...
We are so intensely into the work here.
Unfortunately, that is what happens on streams
audience,
like
dude.
this.
So this is my first kind of just take at it. I like this simplicity. I'm leaving that little space for your logo mark there as well. Okay. And then I wanted to see how this one looked just out of the only black on white. So I feel like it got a little bit something there, but I can mess with this part here a little bit. So I'm just going to do a quick little kind of like do it like this. Make it a little bit more rough, like that. And then that should be expanded. Cool. Copy, paste it behind this.
Cool. And as Nick works on that, this is what I was working on, is kind of like creating this river that like flows right like into the tree. So it's like tree, river, outdoorsy, like you're on a journey kind of thing. I think it could be interesting. I actually don't love, I think I like the cutoff a little bit better, but I do want it to be a little bit taller so it hits this line right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? It's got a little bit of perspective, kind of interesting. And now what I want to do is I am going to see what happens if I outlined these and kind of crush them down to get that little kind of piece that you were working on. That kind of style that's like more hand done. So again, I'm just going to go and blur things. We're going to blur them out a lot less, maybe like 3 pixels. And then rasterize, and then crush that down with an image trace. I'm just going to do black and white logo.
That always works.
I'm not mad about this.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
Maybe round some of the, let the corners be a little bit different. Did you roughen it? I can't tell.
I didn't, which might be a good call. So let's go ahead and come in here. I'm going to round the corners just a little bit to start. Oh, it's already better. Oh, actually, but I need to not round these corners. Okay, so let's round these out a little bit. Better. Okay, chat, we're going somewhere. I'm going to go here. I am going to add that roughen and see. Roughen.
You gotta say it like that. I love
it. It's got a little more roughen.
Roughen. There we go. All right.
Can you not roll R's?
Roughen?
There we go. He's got it.
Is that one of those things that certain people can't do?
Yes.
Like you can't roll their tongue?
Yep. And chat, as you can see, I like to work just all over the artboard and just keep iterating. And Nick, you're back into some more type.
I want to do a all type kind of journal written like this, but I've gotten rid of the rough. It had some negative, like rough kind of texture inside of it. And then the other thing I'm going to do is kind of like, you know what I'm going after is like the Spalding logo from like the sporting goods.
Yes.
You know that, like almost baseball, but not really. Still kind of wilderness and adventure.
Yes.
Love that.
I love that. Like we know what we're talking about where it's like almost baseball, but not that.
Yeah. You can't go too far into that. Yeah. But I do want like a little underline. And then what I'm going to try to do is curve this just slightly and see if this could be just a beautiful, simple word mark on its own. I want to make this company for real.
I know, right? So I have gotten a little bit further here, chat. I think that we're definitely onto something. I think this is pretty cool. And so I'm going to take this and we are going to, again, just effect. I'm going to blur this. Where are you? Blur. Gaussian blur just a little bit, and then we'll rasterize and smash it down. And then I also am going to do a mezzo tint.
Ooh, a mezzo tint.
Oh, I like how this is looking a lot. So it doesn't quite have the detail that I want on here. So I can come over here and we can just choose to add pick up a little less noise, more corners. We also want to do more paths. That's just going to give us a little bit more oomph. And then maybe just lighten it up a little bit. Oh, I do want to close that piece right there. Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad about it. Let's go ahead and expand that. Looks good. And what I'm going to do, chat. Oh, there's the white space. I didn't delete it. Okay, that's fine. So now I've got one with some texture on it. I'm going to go up to Effect. We are going to go to Stylize. No, we're going to go to, where are you? Pixelate, Mezzo Tint. And that's going to bring up our little Mezzo Tint area here, and I am going to make a copy of this because I want a clean one. So Effect, Pixelate, Mezzo Tint. From there, we are going to go to Coarse Dots, hit OK, and it gives us this nice kind of grainy version. And again, we are just going to rasterize that, and then I am going to do a black and white image trace, and it's going to give us this nice like little piece of it gives us those like little like jagged kind of stamped pieces, which I really like.
That's pretty cool, dude. Love that.
corners.
Let's see. We get some cool colors here. Ooh, I like this minimal gray kind of vibe too. Haven't explored that in this vibe. Let's see.
Nor white. Got it. So now I have this kind of like textured version. All right. Not mad about this. Not mad about this. What if the trunk was just lines on the side, not a closed shape? Oh, so like we didn't have this part down at the bottom? Is that what we were saying?
Oh, but the closed shape, you can't close it really unless you have your little, what you had there.
Yeah, I'm not mad about this.
That alone looks pretty good.
All right, we're doing that, chat. That's what we're going with.
I think that's going to go kind of nicely with this.
Nick, we only have 25
minutes.
We need to build a whole brand. We're actually doing pretty good, I think.
You scared me for a second.
I'm nervous.
When you're pressed for time, I'm pressed for time.
Uh-huh. All right, so I'm going to do my little piece here. Nick, how you doing over there?
Good. I think this one feels like it could be working with your little tree.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. So let me add a tag, and I think we'll take it from there. We can start building a little bit of a whatchamacallit, a case study and a guidelines.
Yes, I am so excited with like how easy it is for us to collaborate, and now to build something.
Oh yeah.
Like very, very easily in Adobe Express.
And to think of, we could start doing that in Photoshop soon.
Oh my goodness. You're so right. I didn't even think about that.
Nice.
I did not even think about that. That's such a good call.
Let's see. What's the font I'm looking for here?
And while you look for fonts, Nick, I'm going to hop over and chat. We're going to look together at some colors. Chat, where did my... There we go. Here we are. All right. So we're going to look at some colors, and we're going to go to color.adobe.com. Super easy. And here I definitely love the colors that Nick is using. So I like this like forest kind of like definitely orange, definitely brown. So I'm going to go to Explore here, and let's just do forest, orange, brown. And this will give us a ton of color palettes that we can start using. I like this one. Nick, how do we feel about these colors here?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more aged, a little bit more rusty.
Okay.
You could start with them.
Okay.
But yeah.
Like a little more muted, maybe something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let's start here. I'm going to add this to a library. And Nick and I have a library. Why are you adding it to there? No, stop. How do I change this? Stop. No, don't. Why?
Don't do that.
Why? That's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download it as a JPEG, and we'll throw it into Express. And we can work on it there. So I'm going to come back over here. We're going to go to our color palette right here. And then I can just upload my media. We're going to upload from device. And let's see where that went. Probably my downloads. Yes.
Which collection are we having fun with here?
Boom.
Library.
It's on one that's called emails right now. Hold on. Let me put one. Let me put it in Illustrator.
We have an office hour. Wait.
Yeah, hit me with any one that we have shared together.
I've got 14,000 office hours libraries.
Yeah.
Let's call this one Wildling.
Let's do anchor points.
Oh, that one. Okay, cool.
Anchor points. That one for sure we can use together. Okay, great.
Oh, good. There's only one of those.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
All right. So Nick, Nick's gonna start putting stuff into there, and we can collaborate together super easily by just using that library now.
There we go. Let's get this one here.
And I'm going to grab our colors chat, and then we'll put them together.
So let's get this one, and there we go.
We're going to do it, chat. We're all in this together, hand in hand.
Oh, the years I had to sit through that one with my nieces.
Oh my goodness.
I found I think it's the very first episode of Modern Family when Phil Dunphy does the dance for that.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm the cool dad.
Wildlings. Okay.
Add to library.
Oh, chat.
Add to library.
I do feel like there are shows now on Adobe Live that we could very well do a Modern Family episode like with the shows. Like if we did a crossover with File New with Ryan, Evan and Kyle doing Motion Design Hotline on Office Hours with Jess, who has a new show. If you haven't seen Jess's new show, super fun. But I do think that we have a pretty good lineup for creating our own show.
We could do it. We could do it.
Why do I have too many colors? Why do I have more colors than we had? Our palette has 5, and somehow I just put 6 into the library. So I don't know where those went. And yes, you can collab with us. Thank you, Wade, for putting that in there. And when we say collab with us, what we mean is there is live collaboration now in Photoshop. It's in private beta. You can apply, get into that, and start playing around with some live collaboration in Photoshop, which is a really cool new feature. Nick, what you doing over there?
Last minute logo.
I'm not mad about it. I think it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So we got this one. I'm going to do it in our dark green here. And then I'll put this into the library as well. Group it and right click, add to library. There we go. Okay. So are we moving to Express? Are we good?
I think we're good. I'm adding a couple more elements. But yes, okay. I think that we're good.
Oh, maybe instead of saying this is the final, this could be the options, right? The 2 or 3 options. Because I don't think we're going to find that one magic one. That let's have some fun with the different versions from you and me and see what happens.
Yep. And I'm playing around real quick. I think that we see a lot of circle badges, right? Yes. Like we see the logo reversed out in a circle. I don't know if I've ever seen a logo where the logo is reversed. Oh, chat. Hold on. Hold on, chat.
What happened?
I hit a hotkey in Illustrator, but our streaming setup, my console was selected, and then it just started playing the intro for the creative challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, so chat, I don't think I've ever seen a logo reversed out in a triangle, and I think that that's kind of a cool idea, right? To do like this reversed out triangle.
Yeah. It feels Reebok-ish.
Oh yeah.
Was Reebok that a while back?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like foresty.
Yeah, it's very Star Wars.
That intro is so loud. I'm so sorry about that. I know that intro is like insanely loud.
Doesn't that feel very Star Wars too, a little bit? The triangle, like
it's very Star Tours. You're right.
Star Tours,
which
best ever.
Chat. If you want to go to Disneyland, now is the time to go. I went last Saturday, and hear me out. I rode every ride in both parks.
Unfortunately, I went the Saturday before you did, and we only got on 4 rides.
Nick, literally, I rode every single ride in both parks. Dude, I walked 18 miles.
Wow.
38,000 steps.
I ate and drank like I did.
Yeah.
50 miles.
Yeah, same amount of calories. Just one's burned and one's gained. All right, so I'm just putting black versions of these logos into the library because we know that we can use some tricks in Adobe Express to not have to have a whole bunch of versions. So Nick, are you in Express yet?
No, I'm going to do one last one to go with one of your concepts. I'm going to give you
Get with
more.
the program, Nicholas. Wow. We are moving on here. Look at guys, our palette's already here.
Check it out.
Look at that. That is magic. Adobe Express picked up our palette because I already had that library selected that it accidentally went to. But it's here, which is going to save me a lot of time. And then I can I'm going to add in one more color here.
What if we got 3 oranges. What if we did an olive green for one of those?
Yes, there is an olive green.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to add an olive green. And then maybe we do add in like one more wild card color.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it would be, but I think that doing we have the green here. So I think we need one more in here, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe like a river blue.
Ooh.
Right?
Go for it.
So I'll sample chat. And this is a great way. If you have a palette that you need an extra color, sample one of your other colors that's the same value. So it's either warm or cold. Sample a warm color or a cold color, then come over to the value and just drag it over to like a blue that you like, right? So now we're staying in that same value, just the hue is shifting. And I love this blue. I am obsessed with this color blue now.
That's a nice one.
Right?
I like that. Let's see. Where was your little tree icon up here? Here we go. Okay.
And I'm going to add that blue to the palette right now. And I'm actually going to go over to Nick's screen because you can see as I add another color that I really like, he's already piecing together all of the different pieces for our brand that we are creating. So
question, I've got it. Let's see. To get these to match, I've got to, let's see.
Group them and put an effect on the group is what I would do.
Like that?
For color?
Yeah, like to get them to look the same. Should I just redo mine or let's see. Actually,
to make them same color?
I should be able to take your thing from the library here, right?
Oh my gosh, yes, I didn't even think about this. So what Nick can do is he can literally just double click. So Nick, if you want to pull it out to be vectors, you can hold Alt or Option as you pull that out. So hold Option, and then you click and drag, and then it's going to place it as a vector when you click instead of
all the tips.
Yes. And good night, Ashram. Ashraful is going to sleep. Good night.
Oh, thank you for tuning in.
Welcome by.
Always great.
And good night. Okay, so Nick is going to do that in Illustrator. Nick, before you do that, I'm just going to make a copy of these and put them off to the side because I want to show one different way that we can do what we're doing.
Oh yeah, good. There you go. You can get
what you can do, and the reason I put like a black one in there is I like to be lazy in Express, just because if you're paying anything else off to a client, you probably need more. But we are going to group these two together. So I'm just going to grab these. I'm going to group them. Then wait a minute. Hold on. That didn't work. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to go to Effects, and then we are going to do a custom duotone. And we are just going to change it to the same color. So the highlights and lowlights will go to the same color. And now we have it in that duotone. And I can do the same thing, effect on Nick's. And again, if we were doing this for an actual client, we would make these changes in Illustrator. But here, now these are the same color. And we can kind of, if we needed to, change it there. Nick, this is, nice. I'm not mad about how this is looking.
For some reason, let's see, if I just drag this, will that get it in there better? I think it's
yes, drag right there.
It keeps oh, there it is. Artwork 58. All right, cool. It kept replacing it as the black one that you had. So let's get artwork 58.
Yes, magic.
Must be down here somewhere.
It should be at the top. It should. Oh wait, it's down there. Oh wait. Okay. Yes. So Nick dropped his assets in there, and so I can scroll to the bottom, and you'll see the most like recent assets right here.
We're doing copy paste.
I'm just going to and you can copy chat. That's a great tip. You can copy and paste directly from Illustrator into Express.
There we are.
So easy. So I'm just organizing into a folder so that all of Nick's pieces are in there as well.
Our first logo duo creation, bro.
Nick, I'm not mad about this either. Like this is the first time in our 400 episodes of Office Hours that I feel like together we've made something that like totally works.
You could send this right now.
I'm not mad about it at all. I think this is super nice. So I'm going to come back into your stuff. We're going to go to libraries. I'm going to bring over that little...
I'm going to duplicate this page because we want to do a few other ones here. There we go. So we can get rid of this. Look, it came together, guys. It actually came together. Our styles merged.
You created another page, right? Okay, cool.
Yes, I did. So I want to go back and let's see what else. I think this one might go good with the tree too. Let's see.
And I'm going to do the reversed out version of it too. So we have that one on file.
Okay. And this one is that color. So let's see. Let's see how this one works.
Oh, I like it so much. Right? Like the little, Nick, that is such a fun pairing.
I got to change it to your orange. Hold on. Let me get your orange. Look at us go.
Oh, we're so excited, chat. And chat, I do wonder if I make a copy of this. I wonder if we set it in that blue color that we had, which I didn't add to the library. Oh wait, no, I did. Hold on.
Here we go. All right, I just want my tagline to be
we're so whispery.
Burnt orange you have. I love that. All right, so nope. Copy. There we go. And now back to Express. Come on, Longo.
Come on, Longo.
Let's go back here. All right, the whole thing without the box. Copy.
I love it. In the blue, it really looks like it's like this, like the river comes out when you make it blue.
Yeah. That doesn't look like your orange.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, is it? No, it's not.
The bottom part?
Yeah.
No.
I got to redo that. Hold on. Please hold.
Chat, any suggestions or thoughts? I'm already like not mad about where we went. We do have 10 minutes left. So Nick, maybe we do want to do a little bit of a presentation on this. It's so good. So chat, I'll start actually, Nick, as you put things together. I'll go back and kind of show, let's go to Nick's screen. I'll show real quick the process.
Yeah.
And you can see just how chaotic it was, right? because there's no right way to do things. We all do things differently. So I started here with these super rough sketches of kind of ideas of shapes that I really liked. And then I moved on to kind of playing around with those shapes, right? It wasn't really going anywhere. It was a little bit too like thick line wobbly for me. And then Nick started playing around with some really fun hand done type. And that inspired me to have this kind of like tree look that was kind of hand done. So we did a quick little sketch over here. I wanted the idea of mountains and a tree, right? Something that like was merging together multiple pieces of nature. And so we played around with a couple options there, didn't love it. And then I thought, what if it was a river instead of a trunk? And so we started playing around with those options. Then we tossed it into a stamp version, and then we put it into this nice little circle, and then thought, oh my gosh, what if instead it was this little triangle?
Love it.
And I'm maybe going to put like a little double color in here, chat. Let's see if this works.
Double color?
This will probably be... Ooh, I want to reverse that. I want to reverse that for sure. Yeah. That looks like it looks like a fire. Like it looks like a little flame and a forest and a river.
It has multi-use.
It's a little bit of everything. And chat, what's great is we definitely want a version that when we make it super small is still recognizable, right? As you scale these down, it would still be recognizable as that tiny little pin or mark on a shirt. I do think the river gets a little lost, but I think it still comes together.
Love that.
Nick.
Cool. So here's our word mark exploration. We tried a bunch of different fonts. We mixed and matched together. I think the ones that really were working well to me were these top two ones here. I loved this kind of like more storytelling, written in a journal vibe, and that little slight arc always helps to make it feel, I think it's like a little more friendly sometimes. It's a little bit more like, hey, come on over, right? Then the one here on the right was a little bit more handcrafted, almost like had that carved out of wood look, and then again matching it with a secondary font that felt a little adventurous as well. Some of the other ones didn't get too far, but I was making this one here to kind of maybe go off of that one mark you were doing that was a little more contemporary, a little bit more like, right? So with that, we masterly put these together and we made a little fun in Express.
And Nick, can you toss the, oh, you already have it. The one that's like the bottom left one.
This new one?
Yes. Okay. I have it here in Express.
I think it's in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is really interesting.
Ooh.
And I think that it could go really well with this like nestled down here, right? Like if we could somehow match that W.
Oh, if there was only an A in the word, it could take the place of the A.
Oh, you're right.
Wild days. No, I'm like trying to think of it.
Yeah, there's something to be had about like.
Maybe it's better with, let's see, the other ones we're using the triangle, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe this one, just the tree in a,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the way it matches the W is pretty cool.
That's really, if I can nestle it right there,
mm-hmm.
and then maybe it comes down here. Can it go all the way up to the W?
Let me see here.
I'm not mad about that. I hate the trap space that's happening on the L,
mm-hmm.
but I think that this is really interesting as a mark, like side by side. It's a little tight.
Let's see. I'm going to try duplicating it.
Yes.
You can work on the top one. I can work on the bottom.
Let's
Look at this, guys.
Together.
Wow. Because I saw maybe like this.
Oh, that's so much better.
Either here or on top, like Love that. I think it's like it's too big on the top one. Like finding that there you go.
Yep.
That helps. Like, and maybe even trying a different color. So let's see. Let's see. I'll try Wildlings in Wildling.
And chat, let us know which one is your favorite. We got like 7 minutes left. Let us know which one is your favorite. This would be number 1, Wildling. Right? You know what? Hold on. We can present this. Chat, this is number 1. The more like scripty with that mark. Then we have number 2. This is so fun. Like I can see this brand. I can see the packaging. I can see the website. So vote for your favorite. This is number 2. And then this chat is number 3. Ooh, I'm not mad about that, Nick. It's fun and whimsical.
It just needed a color change to change, like, so you can focus on the word and you can focus on the mark.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, we should have sold this to somebody. We could have made 50 grand today.
I was gonna say. Let's do it. I need a new car. This one I'm like, this is dope.
Like without having the time to really finesse, like I love the synergy in this one.
Yeah.
It really does kind of work.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Hold on.
There's wait, and then there's wait.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, chat. We are gonna make a quick 1920 by 1080.
Yeah.
Points? Why in the world am I in points?
Just scale that up, baby.
What in the world is going on here?
The numbers are the same.
Okay. And hi, Flynn Tracy! Flynn in chat. We need a button for Flynn in chat.
That sounds like a new sitcom.
Tonight, Flynn in chat. Okay.
On a very special episode.
On a very special episode of Flynn in chat. So chat, what I want to do is I'm going to go and we are going to export this, and I'm going to do this as a JPEG into my desktop. Let's do into downloads, and let's do, what's it called? Wildling.
No S.
Not like I just spent 45 minutes working on it. The amount of times that people are like, hey, what time is that event? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, didn't you do all the branding? I'm like, I made 100 flyers and I have no clue what time it is.
Do you think I read this stuff?
Do you think I read this? No, I just make it look pretty. What are you talking about? Chat, here we go. Wilderness scene with mountains and a river running down the center.
Oh, we're getting into some AI, folks.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a composition reference. Mm-hmm. We are going to upload that Wildling, and I'm going to set the strength all the way up to high as possible. And then we are going to generate and chat. This is going to be so magical. Approva. Oh, yes. Okay, I definitely want it to be photo. It changed it to art. I don't want that. I want it to be photo. Here's the thing, and I don't know why. A lot of times, like, this is good, but a lot of times Adobe Firefly has trouble with structure match for some reason.
I think it's still just trying to figure it out, right? I mean, it's a lot to consider. And even sometimes I find the simplest ones are hard, and some complex ones, it nails it.
Yes.
It's really weird. Yeah.
Okay, so, actually, I'm not mad about this.
Whoa.
That's
the way it turned grass into the hill in the background?
Yes.
I like that one. Guys, if you're not throwing this in your logo kind of like presentation and doing something like this on Firefly, you are missing out. Like this gets the client thinking about like what social media might look like, what might some artwork look like maybe in their office or something, right?
Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a composition reference, and then I'm going to just do wilderness, scene, forest, river, mountains, and see what happens. So I changed it so that the output is the composition reference. There we go. That's much more on brand with what I want. Let's upscale that one, and we'll take a look right here, chat. That's pretty cool.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
I'm impressed, man.
We can add this into our... Oh, that's fun. I also liked what it did when I changed it to art. It did some like cool, like just realized that vision a little bit better.
Let's see.
Oh, that's cool. All right. I'm going to upscale this and then we're going to toss it. Is there homework for next week? Felicia. Nick, what should we do homework? Should we want to see some wildlings?
I want to see some wildling compositions. Let's see what we got here.
Chat, let's see what you got. Show us your designs for wildlings. Toss it in there. And Nick, I am going to toss in somewhere here just a nice page with our art on it. Oh, Nick, look at all the options.
Come on.
Cut
and copy.
Nick, of episodes where we've designed live, I do think that this is our best.
Yeah, and it meshed very well. We're usually in two totally different worlds and loving what each other do, but to see this come together and like it mesh and be like man, there's hope to collaboration in branding. And
speaking of collaboration, as we close out the episode, ooh, so good.
Hey,
you can apply for the Photoshop collaboration closed beta down there, adobe.ly/ohcollab. is the place that you can apply. And we do have live collaboration coming to Photoshop. It's closed beta right now, but go apply, get some more information, and we will see you next week. Hopefully we will be able to show you what that live collaboration is here on Office Hours next week. We'll see you then. Till then, make some stuff for Wildling, and we would love to see your work in Discord, discord.gg/ACC, and see you next week for another episode of Office Hours. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Where's my outro? Let's find that real quick. I did it accidentally during the episode, and now I can't do it when we actually need it.
I know, right?
Here we go. Chat. Goodbye.
Enjoy.